They lied to you. The real name of Brazil will shock you. Before there was Brazil, there was Pindorama, land of the palms. The Tupi people named it. They lived it. Then colonizers arrived and buried the truth. Listen close.
They took the name, they took the land. They rewrote the story with a colonizer's hand. Between 2 million and 10 million people live there free.
Speaking 600 to 1,000 languages. That was real history. The land was called Pindorama. The Tupi gave it that name before any Portuguese came. It means the land of the palms.
Not a wood,
not a die.
They lied to you.
And they renamed the nation to justify why they arrived. The Tupinamba, the Tabajara, the Potiguara, the Tupiniquim. Coastal nations living fully, this land belonged to them. They had agriculture, trade, spiritual law, and social order built. Semi-nomadic communities, cassava, peanuts, pumpkin, guilt-free tilt. On April 22, 1500, Pedro Álvares Cabral arrived. He was sailing to India. Brazil was not even on his mind. He called it Veracruz first, meaning true cross, a Christian claim. Then it became Terra de Santa Cruz, land of the Holy Cross, another name. From 1502 to 1512, merchants seized the coast. Fernando de Noronha led the Lisbon consortium. Wonder what mattered most. Power Brazil, brazilwood, a hardwood with a deep red dye. They named the entire nation after a tree they could sell. That is not something to glorify. 1511, the name Brazil first appeared on European maps. Derived from brasa, meaning glowing coal in Portuguese, filling colonial gaps. 1516, King Manuel the first made it official through a captain's post. They erased Pindorama to replace it with the name of the wood they valued most.
They took the name, they took the land. They rewrote the story with a colonizer's hand. Between 2 million and 10 million people live there free, speaking 600 to 1,000 languages. That was real history. They lied to you.
The land was called Pindorama.
They lied to you.
The Tupi gave it that name before any Portuguese came.
They lied to you.
It means the land of the palms.
Not a wood,
not a die.
They lied to you.
And they renamed the nation to justify why they arrived. The Tupi spoke along the entire eastern Atlantic coast of the land. The language was so dominant that even Portuguese children used it firsthand. Joseph Avenciata, a Jesuit, documented that grammar in 1555. The colonizers needed Tupi language just to survive. Then 1530, King John III sent Martin Afonso de Souza to settle the land. 1533, they divided it into 15 hereditary captaincies by hand. 1549, Salvador de Bahia became the official colonial capital city. 4 to 5 million African people were enslaved and shipped there without pity. 1888, Brazil was the very last country in the Western world to abolish slavery.
1822,
they declared independence, but the wounds remained savagely.
1889,
the military coup ended the empire. The republic was declared. They called it the Republic of the United States of Brazil, another name they prepared. 1967, it became the Federative Republic of Brazil. The name still stands today. But Pindorama, land of the palms, that is what the Tupi people used to say. The Tocantins, the Single, the Paraguay rivers, that was their highway. They navigated from the Amazon to the coast.
Pindorama was their way. Pindorama, say it out loud.
Land of the palms.
Pindorama,
before the ships came.
Before the colonial laws.
They named it after a wood
they could sail on a European shell.
The Tupi named it after the land itself. European diseases killed millions upon millions of indigenous lives. The Tupinamba dictated to Moyo entire civilizations cut like knives. The French trespassed on Portuguese claims to ship the Dow without. Portugal ignored Brazil until there was commercial profit. That is what colonialism is about. The Treaty of Tordesillas in 1494 divided the continent on paper. Two empires splitting lands they had never walked. No greater act of error. The Tupi had already mapped the rivers, the forest, the coast with their feet. Pindorama was whole until colonization made that wholeness incomplete.
They lied to you.
The land was called Pindorama.
They lied to you. The Tupi gave it the name before any Portuguese came. They lied to you.
It means the land of the palms, not a wood, not a dye.
They lied to you.
And they renamed the nation to justify why they arrived. The land remembers its name, Pindorama, land of the palms.
Always was, always will be. The land remembers its name. They lie to you. Part 2, what they never told you about the land. Now let us go further, past the name, into the blood of the land. 4 million Africans did not come willing. They came in chains, not by plan. The Yoruba, the Fon, the Ewe, the Bantu, shipped across the Atlantic Sea. Brazil received more enslaved Africans than any other country in history. 40% of every African taken from the continent landed in Brazilian ground. They brought candomblé, capoeira, their language, their culture, their sound. The Portuguese called it savage, try to ban it, try to erase it by force. But African spiritual memory does not die, it just changes its course. Quilombo dos Palmares, a free African state inside colonial Brazil. Zumbi dos Palmares led it, 30,000 free people standing still. For nearly 100 years they held that land, 1600 to 1694. Portugal sent 30 military expeditions before they could break down that door. They lied to you. Zumbi was not a rebel, he was the head of the state. They lied to you.
Palmares was not a camp, it was a nation, let that sink in and wait.
They lied to you.
The Africans did not just survive, they built and they governed and lived.
They lied to you.
And they buried that chapter so deep you never read. The Tupi did not disappear, their DNA runs through every Brazilian born. The word abacaxi, pineapple, is Tupi, and so is papoca, popcorn. Hundreds of river cities and animals still carry the names the Tupi gave. The colonizers took the land, but could not silence what the ancestors engraved. The Amazon, from Amazona, but the river's Tupi name was Amazonas, the roaring one. Paraná means similar to the sea. That is pure Tupi Guarani, not Portuguese, not done. Ipuashu means big water. Tocantins means toucans beat. The land still speaks Tupi. Every time a Brazilian says those words, they speak in the race people's history. 3 peoples built what the world calls Brazil today. The Indigenous, the African, the Portuguese, in that order, hear what I say. The first owned the land, the second built it in chains without pay. The third wrote the history books and called themselves the founders. That is the betrayal on display. Pindorama is not just a name, it is a verdict. Every river, every word, every spiritual practice the colonizers tried to erase is still here. The land remembers what the books forgot. Say the name Pindorama, land of the palms. It was always there. it will always be there.